Hello, welcome back everyone to another video. I'm First Chris Clip. This is a very serious video. Definitely something I don't do because I'm a very goofy person, you know? I like goofing around, I don't like serious stuff. But I had some people requesting that I talk about this. And, so I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it, and that is of the Charlie Kirk situation, where if you aren't aware, this is some political commentator guy who would go to, like, college campuses and then challenge people on their ideas, basically. A lot of people didn't like him, and a lot of people did like him. And I guess he was very polarizing. And he, someone freaking took him out. Let's just say that. He is no longer around and passed away, I think 2 days ago now. And it's, whether you like someone or not, or like their ideas or you don't like their ideas, he wasn't advocating violence. He wasn't doing horrible things to people. He just had these opinions. And instead of arguing your opinion or your idea to his, this person decided to take him out of the equation, which really just shows weakness of your own ideas. Because if your ideas weren't strong enough for you to even argue, and the only way for you to win this argument was to actually shoot him, you kind of lost that battle. Even though he is no longer around, by you taking that action, you kind of admit that your ideas aren't strong enough for you to defend with your brain, so instead you have to use violence. Now, I probably wouldn't even agree with everything Charlie says. I don't watch any of that kind of stuff. I don't really do politics. But, violence isn't the answer. At least in this case, it's not the answer, right? Because now you're going to, the more, like, this kind of violence, towards a political side, this stuff keeps happening. Like, every couple months, it seems like there's some kind of crazy violent act taking place. And online, whether it's Reddit or Twitter, you keep seeing people advocating for this kind of violence towards people they don't like. This is not good. This is not healthy. And in fact, this is going to lead to more censorship. It's going to lead to more government overreach because these sites are not regulating what's being said. And not that I want them to regulate what's being said, because I'm more for free speech, but you should not be going around advocating violence towards people you just don't like. And that's what these sites are doing. And I've seen it getting worse and worse and worse. And yeah, lo and behold, you're going to have crap like this happen because these sites aren't actually saying, hey, you're not supposed to advocate violence towards people. And, whether you like Charlie or you don't like him, shooting him is only going to give people who agree with him more of a reason to take the same kind of action towards the opposite side. And that is where things get really dangerous because, it can escalate very quickly. It can escalate to more political, violence. And I don't think that's a good idea. If you don't like someone's ideas, challenge them, use your brain doing it, not weapons. But that is just my opinion on the subject. I don't think violence is the answer in this situation. And I think only doing this is going to empower the crazies on either side to get more violent if there is not anything done to kind of stop that. But, the longer this goes on without something being done, it's going to give the government more of a reason to overstep their boundaries, I guess, and be more of a big brother, and be more of a spy, be more of snooping on everything you're doing. And that is not good for anyone in the long term. But that is the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time.